Come on, everybody. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. And let's see. We'll start with the dollar. Upside objectives on dollar right now still are this 98.50 level, somewhere up in here. I kind of got this little pattern here working its way up, and we kind of wick down below this trend line, and we're coming off it. So we'll see if we can get back above um, last week's high or last week's close, really, and see if we can get another push up higher. If we get resistance in this area and we start working our way down, my next target would be this 93.40, 45 level. I think price will come down and try and get to this low somewhere in this area, and possibly lower. We have some fairly equal lows right here that we might reach for, but in the meantime, I'm kind of interested in see what happens right around here. If we break it down a little bit on a short-term scale, we might get a little resistance here, but above this high, would be my next area that if I'm going short, I might look for that short right there, but it would need to reject that and get back below here. So if it wicks up above this high and then we come back down and we get down below this area, start working down, I'll be looking for shorts. But it's Friday, so I'm not expecting too much to happen on today. But that's just something you can kind of keep an eye on today. And we may get a rejection in this box and start breaking down. We get below this low, and then we could start looking for some lower prices also. But on the upside, we have these highs, kind of pretty equal highs here with liquidity. So 95, 90, somewhere in here. Price might want to reach up to in the short term. This is a 4-hour chart, so this is our weekly price action. We've come down all week, so I wouldn't be surprised to get a little bit of upside movement today. We came down, we took out these lows, and we rejected them, working our way back up. So these are just levels to keep an eye on today. So next upside objective, the very first one would be 94. Well, let's go 95, and then I'd be looking for, if it gets above that and doesn't reject at that level and work its way down, I'd be looking for higher prices up to the 95.90 level. Gold, I'm still looking for a little bit higher prices on this. I kind of tested the waters on a demo account back a ways. I don't even remember where the trade was. I want to say it was right in this area late last week, and we came down. My stop was originally down here. I moved it up a little bit since we took out this low and we rejected it and started moving back up. But we have this 1208 level, 1209 that we're finding some resistance at, so we need to get price above that before I would put out a signal for a long on this. But I'm still looking for some higher prices on this. I don't know. It's having a hard time working its way up, so that's usually not the best sign. After it rejects here, I like to get that initial pop, and that kind of gives you an idea that there's something, you have backing on the institutional level behind this trade. It's just kind of muddling around, so it might be looking for some lower prices yet. Our low on this was around the 1160 level. We saw this low down here that it may reach down to. And if it gets below there, I'd be looking for the 1110 level on the downside. We have all this equal highs up here that would be my long-term target, and that's really what this trade is based on, is just trying to get in a little early and see if I can work my way up. And trades I'll be taking above this level will be targeting that high, but I just don't know if this has the juice to get up there yet. I need to see a really strong day, preferably a really strong week that starts moving price. You look at this area, how these weeks just start taking off, and then that's where you can start getting some movement on the upside. Right now we're in consolidation on the weekly chart, so it's just kind of throwing a dart in there and seeing if you can get a lucky shot on this. But I wouldn't be putting any money on this right now. And S&P, it's kind of a cluttered chart here right now, but I have some levels I was looking at. Still have bullish movement on this. We took out our high of the year and we're above that right now. I still think we're gonna probably try reaching up into these highs. The high end, this is 2916.9. came down into this consolidation and we worked our way back up into these levels. And those are really just these highs and stuff I was looking at. And down this level, this was Wednesday. Um, I my my feed was going in and out, so I don't think you guys really probably got an idea of what I was looking at on this. Unfortunately, I was looking for, we had this low and price was up here, and I was saying I was looking for this low to be taking out and then reaching for higher prices, and possibly coming down into this little area here around the 28, 34, 33 level. And price came down, it came below it, came back up, and then came right back down into that area. And then we started slowly moving up, and then eventually took off on it. But that trade, I was just basically looking for these highs. There's levels in here on this downswing that I was looking for a quick movement. But the upside objectives for longer term was a 2900 and 2905 level. And we went right to those levels, consolidated around 2905, and then worked our way up to the 2912 level and almost hit it exactly. So upside objective still 2916, 80, 2917. Just targeting these highs, see if we can get above them, and we'll see what happens. That's the all-time high, so we may get some resistance here. I'm still looking for a push up. We get any drastic downside movement, still have these lows here that I'll be targeting, but that's quite a long way down, so it'd have to be a very strong correction to get down there. But if we do have it, this is where it's going, and possibly down into this consolidation down here. These levels, let's mark those off. So we'd be looking at 27.90 somewhere in there, and 27, 27. So you want to keep those just long-term levels on your charts. So if we start making some really strong correction moves down, those are levels that you could look for price possibly reaching to. Short term though, you got to be bullish on this until it's not. So today you could look for some support at this 2905 level if we get down there. It'd be interesting to see if we do that. I think we still have we have this leg that took off, and then we had a little consolidation, and we'll see if we can get another leg up like this. I don't really like how this actually coming back down on this. I would like to see this consolidation. This is just 4-hour chart consolidation, and then this to keep running. So seeing the 4-hour chart come back down and retest this level, isn't as bullish as I would like to see, but it doesn't mean that it's not bullish. This is a bullish market right now, technically, so we want to keep an eye on that. And if you are looking for longs, these are areas that you got your retracement now, so you got better prices. You could look for an opportunity to get long in this area, and it's not the worst scenario in the world. But I would wait for the open here. Maybe see a little bit of a push down into this area and a rejection, and we could retest these levels here and possibly higher. I don't think, I mean, if we come back down and tag these lows, I don't think that's a bullish sign, but he could come back down and grab some liquidity and go. But I'd rather just see it start taking off really from no lower than 2905. But there's liquidity down here that they may want to get to take it higher. But right around this level is where I would be looking for. If it was like a Tuesday or a little bit earlier in the week, I'd be definitely hunting this setup right now. As it is on Friday, I'm not as interested in it. But if we start breaking down below this consolidation and we're below 2900, we'll be coming probably back down to the 2892 level. So you look for that. Upside objective today would be back up to the highs at 2912 and then 2917. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Watch those levels and have a good weekend. Thanks.